Hello, everyone. I am excited to share with you our new process for scheduling CPR and PMT certification courses. Up until now, we have been using Microsoft Bookings to schedule all of our in-person classes, but in order to make it easier for you to track your learning and development, we are going to be scheduling everything exclusively in Relias. You can see I'm logged in as Fred Flintstone just for the sake of today's example, and we can see that Fred is overdue for one assignment. So let's click into that. Fred is overdue for his CPR and first aid certification. We can see that it was due November 1st, 2023. You'll see that this is a requirements tracker. This is an automated program within Relias that will update automatically when you get recertified. So for example, if we put in that Fred was recertified today, his due date would be pushed back automatically to 2 years from now in 2025. Now clicking Take Now takes us into the requirement tracker page. You'll see here that there's nowhere to actually take a course. You cannot take a CPR certification course virtually here. You can see in the description, this is to track training and it needs to be renewed every 2 years. And then in bold, this is the important part. If you are due for recertification, please register for a session here, and there's a link to the course library. This will take you to the course library. There are two versions of the course library that you might find yourself in. There's this one, which is the old version, and then there's the new version, which you can try up here. For all intents and purposes, they are the exact same thing, just they look a little different. Going back to the original search, you know now that you want to schedule yourself for a CPR course. So we can start by searching for CPR, but we see that there's a few options here. So we're going to want to narrow it down to live events because what we want is a live in-person training. So we have live event, CPR, and one result. This is our CPR certification class. Under this event tab, all of the open sessions for CPR are going to be listed here. I only have 3 open now, but we're going to make an effort to schedule them at least 2 months ahead of time. But we can see that I have a course scheduled on November 29th, December 11th, and December 22nd. You can see who's teaching, in this case, I am. You can see where the course is being held, and you can see how many remaining seats there are. Let's say that I want to book Fred for the December 11th class. I'm going to go ahead and click Enroll. Now, because I'm enrolled for a session, I'm not going to be able to enroll for another session within that same live event. So you see that the entire course has disappeared from my search. This isn't a problem because I'm going to check that I'm enrolled by going into assignments over here. And you can see that the CPR certification class is now in my assignments. I can see the location, I can see the date and time, and I can see how many people there can be in the class. What's nice too is I can click Add to Calendar. This will bring up a calendar download link that I can then click. And if you click that file that opens up in your downloads, you will be brought to an appointment booking that will just automatically transfer everything over to your calendar. CPR certification in Reservoir second floor on Monday the 11th from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then you're just going to save and close. And once that's saved, everything will appear right there on your Outlook or Teams calendar. Heading back into the assignments page, I just want to show you some other things you can do in here. You can go into more properties. Again, you'll have a link to add this to your Outlook calendar, and you'll see some additional information. You can even print out the class information if you'd like. You can also email the instructor. Say, for example, you have a question about time or what you should wear. This will allow you to send an email directly to whoever is teaching the class. And if there's a conflict, if there's something that comes up, you can always withdraw from the course. It's very easy. You just click withdraw up here. You confirm, and then you'll see the course disappears from your assignments. Going back to the home page, if you know what courses you're overdue for and you know what classes you want to sign up for, you can actually skip ahead and go directly to the course library. Now this takes you to the updated course library. It is a little different in appearance from the original library that we saw earlier, but all of the content is the exact same. So once again, you're just going to filter out live event, and just because of how it's arranged, CPR is first here. Once again, click select the session. All of them pop up here. You can enroll, and it also gives you the option to change the session if something comes up, but you'll find that it appears in your assignments once again. Now, heading back into the course library, I just want to show you that this is going to apply for your PMT certification as well. We differentiate if you need a full PMT certification, if it's your first time, or a refresher, which is if you've been certified before, you can get a refresher course to satisfy the annual requirement. But you can select a session for those as well. It's the exact same process. Once you schedule a time for yourself in Relias, all you have to do next is show up to the course. Everything else gets taken care of for you. Your instructor will take attendance, and HR will receive your certificate and update your requirements tracker. If you have any questions about scheduling an in person event in Relias, please do not hesitate to reach out. I have no problem getting on a phone or a Teams call and guiding you through the process during this transition. We will be booking things in Relias effective January 2024, so please make sure to ask any questions you have before that time comes. Thank you so much.